Neither team got the start to the season that they wanted. Let's see who can right the ship as week 2 gets underway. Brown with a return here. Spins out of one side. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
He dodged the tackle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. First down, here's Dak. And that's another one. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun handoff now for Spears. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 24.
Dak now from the gun. Has him on a quick hitter. Escapes the defender. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
From the red zone on first. Was caught. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Strong with the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled up to 29. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Hey, it's very easy for me to use all these psychological cliches, Kate, right? Got to flush it. You got to play one play at a time. You got to flush last week's 5-interception performance. But the reality is you got to be in the moment. You can't even be thinking about last week. You got to think about every play, guard that ball with everything you got, and most importantly,
Hubbard lost it, ball's out, and the Cowboys scoop it up. Nothing doing on the return, but the damage already done, partner. They take it away on the fumble. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble.
Ready, bang.
First down, play action. Flushed out of the pocket. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it sets up 2nd down.
once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Blue, 32. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Panthers first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. His progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Throwing from the gun here. Finds him on the slant. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers finish off their opening drive. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. Like you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. We send a receiver in motion right. Will Spears on 2nd down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, doesn't matter.
So Rigoberto Sanchez, the man who will send this flying on 4th down. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. Takes this in at the 25. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take the lead on the first play of the drive. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, and you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base, but it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Brown with a return here. Keeps away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action, Prescott. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he reaches the 35 before going out. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Here's Dak. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Short pass brought in. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. We've set it down from 37. On 1st down, Spears. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run to tow home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play.
Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys making a 1-point game. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Trevor Etienne to return this. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Carolina offense headed out now. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Ready. Set.
Airing it out to start this drive. Connection made to Tremble. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Hut.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He gets 6 on that play. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down.
But looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Set. Hut. Set.
They go play action on 1st down. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Ready.
You just get the playoff. Buying some time right. And apparently he sees no other option than to get rid of it on what is the final play of our 1st quarter. This has the makings of a shootout, a lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of 1. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They start out with 3rd and 4.
Black.
Back to throw. Gets this to Sanders. They are on him short of that 1st down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Ready.
They're going to try to throw for it. They connect for the 1st. And that short gain is enough. Burden set it down.
Move the chain! Gotta move this chain! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Come on. Set. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Here's a give to Hubbard. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, an inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Set. Ready. 52. Blue. Hut. Hut.
First carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A good draw play is like a great quick return. You just set the table and let your elite athlete do his job. Excellent job of selling the pass. The O-line got a body on a body. And these running backs at this level, they know how to make you pay defensively.
Set up the screen. Brooks. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Drive play straight ahead. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down.
Yeah, I know you can read your partner right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling because that was a callback to the early days of football when fullbacks, fullbacks, not running backs, they were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or two, He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
Hanging on it. This is Trevor Etienne. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Blaster, 6. Blue, 32. Red, yellow.
Looking to throw here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
10, green jack.
Fourth down, pass coming. Completed over the middle. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up for the first and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Ready. Red, 38. Set.
Etienne has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Down. Ready.
Hubbard trying to run his way in. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. Go to him again. This time he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a second quarter lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Fitzgerald on the handle of the kickoff. Set to return. Here's Anaya Smith. He's stopped on the run back to the 27. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got
running quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down. From the gun is Prescott. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. The right side is caught by Ferguson. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Another punt coming up for Rigoberto Sanchez. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Punt meets him at the 28. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. First down now, ball at the 33.
Smith, red. Here we go. Check.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They've invested some early touches in him, Brock, and the returns so far, I'd say very promising.
Kate, I told you this story before, but it was the same play 18 plays in a row. You know, I was really good with that, with that clipboard on the sidelines. 18 plays in a row, Peyton ran the same play. If you can't stop it, keep calling it.
Here we go, set. 33, yellow.
Off-road here on first. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
95. Hut, hut.
Counterplay, Hubbard. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Well, that play right there, that one is why linemen, they run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs can go do their job.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Panthers in front here at Bank of America. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Here's the throw. He brings it in. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Rob, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43. 10.
Hubbard runs in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grow their lead just before halftime. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Cowboys about set to take over. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this round, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Dak now from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. It's a dime look defensively from the Panthers. 3rd down coming. Throw here. 3rd down. Making the call himself. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Now Dak to throw. This ball's caught by Spears. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Into the hands of Pickett. He's still going at the 30. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First down, here's Dak. Finds him over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be good for Dallas. First down. They send their back in motion right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Dak throwing again. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. Aubrey puts it through, and that'll get him back to 11.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, the points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half.
Let's go now. Ready?
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. Well, apologies to our buddy Scott Hansen. We're going to catch up with you after this one, Scott. We're going to jump past halftime, get you right back to the start of the second half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is ETN. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Set.
Start of this third quarter, it's Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
On the double.
First down from the 42.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
Throwing from the gun here. Short pass brought in. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to bring up the Carolina first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready. Red 38. Hut, hut.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Well, the pressure really got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Going again on 2nd and 10. Finds his man over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
He's got it over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Set. Go.
Give to Brooks, running right. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Ready. Blue 30. Ready.
Running once more with Brooks. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
At the 8-yard line.
Set. Yellow. Ready.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
From the gun on 3rd down. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, they've got a 1st down here. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Brooks will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, kids. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 6. Mega. Set.
Back now, pressure coming. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. All right, after the incomplete pass, let's see what they call here on 3rd and goal.
10. Ready, red, punt.
They're going to run with Etienne. And this is going to end behind the line, Brock. A great stop down in close. Now let's see if they want to risk it here on 4th and goal.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th and goal.
Set.
They're going to try with Etienne. And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground, that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
Here's Smith on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And down in double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. It's an option right that begins this drive. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Prescott takes off with it. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off his upcoming 3rd down.
I can promise you that's not what it looks like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more. Yeah, I'm just kind of laughing because I can feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
10. Punt.
Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2.
Set. Punt. 52 Blues. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Now a That's 10 in a row of McMillan he was looking for. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Ready. Set. Hut.
Brooks going for the marker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Trying to work quickly now.
36-yard line. A 2-yard gain.
Ready.
It's 4th down.
Going for it with Brooks. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Well, I know everybody on that offensive side of the ball appreciates that kind of effort. Got it by more than just a couple of inches. In fact, no need for a measurement on that as they move the chains.
Let's go. Yellow. 43. Hut.
Pass play on 1st and 10. That one's complete right side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Working now from the gun. Brought in right side by McMillan. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Here comes the screen for Etienne. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Complete out to the right side. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go.
Set. Ready. Black. 95.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Panthers have set themselves up for the victory, Brock. Now just need to carry this lead through the final whistle.
Ready.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go.
Ready. Ready. Hut.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. As that running back's come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down, he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 45. Opposite. Green. Set. Go.
Again, it's Brooks. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers put up even more points in a win. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, more than likely for more games to come.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Brown with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Bronk, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down. They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Prescott here from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skips down inside the 35-yard line. First down now, ball at the 33. Dak now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He's stopped at the 31-yard line.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
From the gun is Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
It's Pickens on the slant. He's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You want to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Oh.
And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. Here's Dak. This out the screen. It's Smith. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
3rd and goal, Prescott. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys putting up points in a game decided. George Pickens the touchdown. Auburn good on the point after. And the Cowboys make it an 18-point game. Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And the Panthers secure that kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
On second down, it's Hubbard. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12.
Let's go. 10 black. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Finds him on the slant. And he's tackled after a big gain, but he's not going to get to keep the yards or the first down that he picked up either. We got a flag down in the neighborhood of holding. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So they get dings for the holding. Got to wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down. Going to let this one fly deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Carolina in punt formation. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game. A little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around.
It's a pickup of 3.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Gets him on the in route. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
That's good for our Cowboys. First down.
Now the shotgun give to Spears. He's out in the clear. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
19 more yards. That's another Cowboys.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte.
A gain of 19
Cowboys
yards.
trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. First down from the 42. First down, here's Dan. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Dak to the air here. Finds him over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 9 yards.
Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Working quickly here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
Dak throwing again.
At the Panthers' 22-yard line.
And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it an 11-point ball game. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Set, hut.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Ready, ready.
final timeout taken by the Cowboys. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Ready, ready.
Lining up to take a knee on second down.
95.
They're drawing up for it. So the Panthers guard the vault and get the win at home. And it was a game for fans of high